this is Jeff from We Be Gelin. Thanks for joining us on this video. Before we get going, don't forget to like and subscribe. And so, in this video, we're going to be making a pondless waterfall in this area here. Still deciding if the waterfall is going to be up against that old dead trunk, kind of as a berm there, or I want to put it more centered. But I know for sure the reservoir for the pondless feature will be here, and then we'll rearrange some of these plants to kind of complement it, and then I'll probably permanently install my bamboo. The link to that will be in the description. I forgot what the name is, but it's pretty cool when it's running. So yeah, so and then what we're building it with is these boxes here. It's the Half Off Ponds Pondless Waterfall Kit. So I'll go ahead and open these up shortly, and then we'll see what's inside. Links to it will be in the description as well, off of Amazon. All right, here we go, folks. This is the Half Off Ponds Pondless Waterfall Kit. All right, so comes with enough tubing. This will be the tubing that goes from the pump to the waterfall. Comes with some Polyguard 20mm PVC pond liner. So this will be, once I dig the hole, this is what I'm going to line the hole with before putting in the matrix blocks. Oh goody, a box within a box. Okay. So here we have, looks like this is the, okay, so at the base, how the pondless waterfall is going to work is I'm going to have a well made with the matrix blocks, and then this this reservoir will be sitting at the bottom where it sucks in the water and then pushes it back through the waterfall. And then it's going to be pondless because this will all be under the rocks, and build like an underground reservoir using the matrix blocks in the next box. So that's these pieces. Oh, and the kit does come with a water pump, submersible. So this will be the main engine of the whole pond. Okay, so once you get down the liner, under the liner, to just protect it from the ground, you first put down, it's almost like a weed block material, but it's the underlayment. So you're gonna line the hole with this first, and then put the PVC liner on top of this. Okay, kit comes with a light, so you can put it in the bottom of your pond, light up the waterfall a little bit. Something fancy. Important black foam, so you use this to seal all the little holes underneath, use it to hold rocks in place, and then kind of hide the creases and ensure that it's nice and watertight. And I want to point out that I'm a total amateur, so you know, be kind in the comments. This is the waterfall spout itself. So from the well, it's going to pump water to the hose into this, and this is the spill well that's going to spill over and then bring the water back down to the reservoir, and then just keep cycling. So comes with everything you need. Has some pre-filter in here, all the pieces. The reason I chose this particular kit is because I wasn't sure what to do with the spout, or the downspout, meaning like so a lot of them look like that. And this particular one I got because it has this faux lip, you know, so it has like a almost like flagstone kind of a look to it. So that'll be kind of like the initial spill well over. That's that. Okay, and then the next piece I'm going to do, once I get these out, then I'll put these together. What these is these are the they're called matrix blocks. There's several brands make these things, several companies. I think Aquascapes makes one as well. But what it is so instead of just having a pit full of rocks, and then you just got the water that fits between the rocks going into the pump, these blocks, you'll see when I put it together, it almost looks like like those old milk crates. And then what that does is gives that gap of space of water, so you can hold like 9 times as much water or something crazy like that. I think was the ratio. But it essentially creates an underground reservoir. And then because of the blocks, they hold the weight of the rocks that I'm going to put on top, the pebbles. And then and so it allows you to have a larger body of water to feed your feature without having to, dig a big hole or, make it deeper with more rocks, and then you use less rocks too. So yeah, so give me a moment, I'll unpack this and I'll put one together so you can kind of see what it looks like. And then the next step will be I'm going to use that to kind of clear out where I'm going to dig, and use this to kind of plan out and mark where I'm going to dig the hole. All right, we'll be right back. I did not have my mic on at the time, so I'll walk you through the assembly of the matrix blocks. So the first step is to lay out one of the longer sides, and then you take these smaller sides and just snap them right into the holes on each side. They go in fairly easily without the use of any tools, just a little bit of brute strength, I guess. So you take 2 more of these smaller pieces, and you have options of where to place them. I went with placing them closer to the outer edge with a larger gap in the center. And once you get them lined up, they snap in fairly easily. As you can see, the square inches, which will equate to volume of water for your pondless water feature, it'll be significantly more than if you just dug a hole and filled it with rocks. I went with this option so that I wouldn't need to refill the reservoir, worry about it drying out due to evaporation. And here you can see the volume of water that's available. Here you can see I've put the blocks down, kind of mapped out where I think I'm going to put the well, where the waterfall might sit. So I've used the yellow paint to mark where I'm going to start my dig. So you can see how the water will flow down. It'll collect in the matrix blocks, and then this well will be where the pump sits and sucks the water out and pushes it back to the waterfall. So I'm going to start digging. Stay tuned. All right, here we are, day 2. I didn't just change my shirt. It's the second day. So I finished digging the hole. And so this is basically how the blocks will look after I put the liner. I might raise the blocks a little bit so that the bucket's sitting a little lower. I am planning to raise the grade anyway around the edge so that the grade goes away. It's higher on the outside than it is on the inside. So raising the box by about maybe an inch. I think I might pad under it about an inch and then have it sit that way. And then you see all the extra dirt. I'm going to use that to build the waterfall. Just have it just flow straight in and fill the reservoir. Hey, welcome back to Weeby Gelin. Here's the finished product of the waterfall and the shishi odoshi. I think that's how you say it. Here you have some pond lights that I put in. They are Alexa enabled and timer enabled. I'll add in some shots at night. The pump for both the bamboo fixture as well as the pond is on a timer to come on and off at sunrise and sunset. We put in some foliage around it. There was some issues. You can see I had to use a lot of foam in this area here. I may still continue to work on that to beautify it a little bit, but it's doing its job. It was leaking first originally on that right corner. The water is pouring out to the back, and the reservoir emptied out pretty quickly. So we got that resolved. But the reservoir is holding up pretty well. The water doesn't evaporate as fast as I thought it would. Seems that the wasps love it. But overall, it came out as I expected, and we're pretty pleased with it. So links are below for the products I used, and stay tuned for more videos. Please like and subscribe. Post in the comments anything else you want to see, any questions you have. There was a lot of lessons learned from this build that I'll try and put in the comments. But overall, I think this is a good purchase through of buying a kit to build your pondless waterfall. Once you plan out the placement of rocks and the pit, it's pretty just a lot of labor, but pretty straightforward. So again, please like and subscribe and keep watching our videos. Thank you. Bye.